Good day, dear students. Today we have lecture on discipline, information security and data protection. And our topic will be about the history of cryptography, historical code. So let's start our lecture. The plan of lecture consists from three topics. The first is about history of cryptography. Second is about code of the permission wandering, and last one about magic squares. Purpose of our lecture is form knowledge about historical ciphers. So let's start and let's consider the first question about the history of cryptography. Humans have two basic needs when we talk about communication. One is the need to communicate selectively, to communicate and share information. These two basic needs while communicating gave rise to coding and encrypting the message in such a way that only intended peoples could have access to the information. The word cryptography originated from two Greek words. Crypto means hidden and graphene means writing. So we have definition about cryptography. What is it? Cryptography is a practice of securing information by encoding messages so that only intended recipients can read them. Key historical periods. The first, about ancient cryptography. Its early methods included substitution and transposition ciphers. The Egyptian and Greeks used simple ciphers to protect military messages. Next period is about the classical cryptography. The Roman Empire developed the Zh.R cipher, which shifted letters by a fixed number of places. Next, medieval and Renaissance cryptography, about the development of more advanced substitution ciphers like the Vigenère cipher, which used polyalphabetic encryption. And modern cryptography, with the advent of computers, cryptographic techniques have become more complex, including symmetric and asymmetric encryption. Next question about the code of permission wandering. So we have decryption. The wandering permission cipher is a form of transposition cipher in which the order of characters in the message is rearranged according to a specific rule or key. Let's describe the process. The first, the plaintext is written in a predetermined pattern, for example, zigzag, spiral, or diagonal lines. Next step is when message is read and different sequence to form the ciphertext. Next step is about the recipient must know the pattern used to decrypt the message correctly. And we have example. For example, we have plain text hello world and arranged in a pattern, for example, zigzag. Read a different order to create the encrypted message. Next, magic square. We have definition. A magic square is a grid of numbers arranged in such a way that the sum of numbers in each row, column, and diagonal remains constant. Historically, it has been used for cryptographic processes. Cryptographic application. The message is written into a magic square following a predefined sequence. The numbers corresponding to letters in the message are rearranged and transmitted, and the recipient reconstructs the original text using the same magic square arrangement. Classical cryptography, when roots are cryptography can be founded in Roman and Egyptian civilization. Below are some of the ancient types of cryptography. Hieroglyphs cryptography, the earliest known use of cryptography can be dated back to 9.00 during BCE, during the time of the Old Kingdom of Egypt, in form of non-standard hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs were a secret form of communication that the Egyptians used to communicate with one another, and this secret text was known only to scribes of the kings who used to transmit message on their behalf. Caesar cipher. The ancient Greeks were well known for the use of ciphers. The Caesar cipher or shift cipher is one of the earliest and simplest well-known cryptographic techniques. It is a form of substitution cipher when each character in a word is replaced a fixed number of positions. For example, with the shift of 3, A is replaced by D, by B by E, and so on. And Vigenère cipher. During the 16th century, Vigenère designed a cipher in which the encryption key is repeated multiple times, spanning the entire message, and then the ciphertext is generated by adding the message character with key characters modulo 26. This approach is also vulnerable to attacks, and secrecy of the message depends on the secrecy of the encryption key. So the history of cryptographic showcases the evolution of encryption techniques from simple transposition and substitution ciphers to more advanced mathematical models. Understanding historical ciphers provides insight into the foundations of modern cryptographic systems. Thank you very much for attention.